Okay then. Yeah, see, I won't be doing that. They're doing at least 100. What's going on, everybody? I am bringing back the Moto Vids. I hope you guys are doing well. Thank you so much for clicking on the video and watching. I am coming to you from the 303 Speedway here in Surprise, Arizona on this windy, gloomy day. I'm hoping I don't get rained on my way to work. And I wanted to talk to you guys about a topic that's been on my mind for some time, and that is the topic of motorcycle rider stereotypes, because I've been reminiscing on the number of times that family members, people close to me, have basically told me I should become a serious guy and sell my motorcycle, stop riding, and just become normal. And I know their well intentions, I know what they mean. They're basically trying to tell me, just find a good girl, settle down, get married, start a family, have kids, and just live a normal life and do what everybody else does, as opposed to living out my passion for being on two wheels. And on the other side, I'm also sick and tired of thinking that there's so many girls out there that will just write off a guy when it comes to dating and relationship because he happens to have a passion for riding motorcycles. And I just don't think that's fair to somebody. So before we get started, let's just acknowledge the fact that there are motorcycle stereotypes out there. And typically, I just want to talk about the sport bike riders out there and the sport bike rider stereotype. And typically that stereotype is that if you're on a sport bike, you are crazy, you are going fast all the time, you're doing stupid things, splitting traffic, cutting people off, racing, doing stunts, doing wheelies, and just being plain unsafe and inconsiderate of other people on the road. And the truth is that the majority of people on sport bikes do ride like that. A prime example, as you just saw, when I got onto the freeway, two guys just flying past me at 100 miles an hour or so. And listen, I am not against anybody that chooses to ride fast or do things in traffic, do wheelies, do stunts and things like that. I just think, man, some of you guys honestly just really need to chill out before you guys kill yourself, get yourselves in trouble, hurt somebody else. But I am not against anybody that chooses to ride fast, do stunts, do wheelies. Listen, I would just say be smart about it. Don't be stupid. Don't put yourself at risk. Don't put others at risk. Do it in a controlled environment. Do it in a safe way. But if you're really good at that stuff, if you're a really good rider, you have skills on your machine, man, I have total respect for you guys. Just be considerate and be safe. But it's also, I find that it's not fair for someone like me, for example, that just loves to just enjoy the ride and be on two wheels, and I'm not trying to prove anything to anybody. I'm not trying to show off. I just love being on two wheels, and I choose to ride a sport bike. I love sport bikes. They're they're cool to me. There's a satisfaction to looking at a sport bike because I think there's just so, I love the aggressive looks of sport bikes. I love how they look, and I love to ride them. I have nothing against cruisers or Harleys. I'm just not drawn to those kind of bikes. So I would say to everybody out there, I know we all have a tendency to form an opinion about somebody before we really get to know them, and we start having a first impression of them. But I would say, before you cast somebody off and categorize them and assume things about them, I would just say, take the time to get to know somebody, to get to know their character, to get to know their heart, what makes them tick, what their passions are, what they're like, what their personality is like, what they like to do before we, you know, set them aside and put them in these categories and think that they're crazy and do stupid stuff. For me personally, you know, I just wanted to tell you guys, I'm a simple guy. I'm a normal guy. I just love to ride. My faith is important to me. I love God. I love Jesus. I'm trying to honor Him in everything that I do in my life, including when I'm on my motorcycle. So I'm not trying to be out here to prove anything. You won't see me do stupid stuff and crazy things. I'm trying to represent God in everything that I do. And also, I wanted to say that when it comes to relationships and dating, I think that many girls out there are quick to write off a guy simply because he loves to ride a motorcycle. And listen, ladies, I know that a lot of you have or already know what you guys want from life and how you picture life. And some of you guys just want normality. You just want to find a good guy, to settle down, start a family, have kids. And you don't want a guy that rides a motorcycle because you're scared for their life, you're scared for your own future, for your own security. And that's totally fine. If you know that a guy with a motorcycle is the opposite of what you want from life, and it doesn't fit into your picture of how you see life, then I would say just don't waste your time. Just look for what you want. But also at the same time, if you're not afraid and you happen to meet a guy that loves to ride, I would say don't write him off just because you think, oh, he's crazy, he's dangerous, he's ride stupid all the time, and I just don't want to be with somebody that is like that. Instead, really get to know somebody, and don't think that you're going to change him or that he's going to change for you, and because it might not happen. Look, if you're more open-minded and you happen to like a guy and he's into motorcycles, but you're not, or you don't really care about it or about motorcycles, then I would say, again, don't judge him before you know the guy, but get to know him, get to know what he's like, what his character is like, and then choose for yourself if it's worth investing time into the relationship and dating that person. But yeah, that's my take on motorcycle rider stereotype. That's all I have to say. Thank you guys so much for watching. God bless you guys. I love you. Take care. Stay safe. Ride safe. And we'll see you guys next time.